Welcome, music lovers from in and outside the vinyl community. My name is Marco and this is my fourth video. Overlooked but good 80s albums, and this time it's from 20 euro, pounds, dollars to still affordable. Yes, this will be probably my last video I will do. Because I just wanted to do this 80s Overlooked series, because that's the only thing I think I have to say something in terms of vinyl community for 60s, 70s, and so you got enough our channels that show totally overlooked and crazy stuff. But in the 80s I think there was some kind of a lack. So I try to jump in. Okay. Term still affordable, you will ask yourself, what does it mean? I'm a regular guy, so for me still affordable, it's about 35 euros. And yeah, this time we will have some, I think, a lot of reissues, because the originals would be a bit too expensive. They would go over 35 euros. And yeah, no need to subscribe. It's probably my last video, and yeah, but I will be happy if you leave a comment. So let's start. First album, it's A Place of Colors with their album Dark Trees Beyond. This is a compilation, I have to say. This is not a studio album, and because they only released a cassette before with 4 or 6, I think 4 songs, and now they put all the things together, what they got, demos and other stuff that was not released before, and they made this compilation, which is really good. It works really good as a whole album. Here are the guys. It's a duo from Belgium, and yeah, as you see from the cover, from the picture, you can think, yes, it's a bit dark. Yeah, it's a bit, I could say, dark wave, minimal, industrial, some kind of that. But it's really, really, really good. Really good melodies, some instrumentals, some vocals. Really worth to check it out. Next one. This is Actuel with their only album release, Monuments. They are from the States, but they recorded this in the Netherlands, I think. Yeah, it's a new wave. It's a trio. You see only 2 people, but it's a trio. And yeah, here's the back. This is, yeah, as I said, new wave music, but it's a bit, it has a bit of a dreamy touch, a bit, yeah, little bit melancholic, but more just spheric, a bit dreamy, airy song, and really good. And what can I just say? It's a pretty short album. It's 8 songs, you can see, 8 songs, but the album is only, the duration is only half an hour. So, but really, won't say it's unique music, but they got their own touch. So check this out if you like. Next one from Britain, Cleaners from Venus, and this started as a duo. You can see them behind. This is I forgot now the name. Lol Elliott, one is, in the other who stood is Martin Newell, I think. Yeah, and this Lol Elliott, he left the band before this album. release, and yeah, Martin Newell did everything by himself with some guest musicians. And what is special here, they recorded this, always they use pretty cheap instruments or instruments they built by their own. And yeah, very interesting, I would say. Yeah, it's pop rock with a bit, yeah, new wave art maybe influence, really good songwriting. And yeah, Martin Newell, he was not very, how to say, famous with, very successful with his music, but in the early 90s he starts to write lyrics, poems and books, and there he was pretty successful, was on TV and other stuff. Yeah, but really good album, really interesting. Cleaners from Venus under wartime condition. Next one, from Norway, Fra Lippi with their debut in Silence. And as you can see on the cover, skeletons, skulls, and so yeah, it's dark wave, new wave, something in between. Here is the track list if you're interested in. And yeah, it takes a time to get into the album. You won't like it probably after the first one or two listens, but then when the album opens up, it's really, really strong album. I would say it's really great. And if you like, you can also check the second album, Small Mercies. That's more melodical, more in pop. It's more based, piano based. And so, if you like that, check that out. Next one, the Popular Sex, Power of Suggestions. Here, all again a duo. And yeah, they're from the States. The music is yeah, new wave, art pop, art rock, something in between. And they are made in the late 70s. They did tour through Europe, and I think also they've been in Africa, I think, on a short trip. And you can see that here, and they wrote the songs always in some towns, and you can see in every song is a town. It's written so, and I guess in that town they wrote that songs. Really interesting stuff. I like it a lot. The only thing I can say, it's a bit negative, it's that every song on side B is not as good as any song on side A. Yeah. And if you check it out on YouTube, you will hear it's a different track list, the upload, and I think it's better on YouTube because then it's a mix, you know, great song, very good song, great song, good song, and it's better. And here, yeah, that's a bit, I don't know. And on side B, it's also the only really, I would say, it's not a good song, a bad song, I don't like it, My Heart Beats Empty. But yeah, but all in all, very good album, really can recommend it. So next one, this is a long name, The Royal Family and the Poor, with phase 1, The Temple of the 13th Tribe. Yeah, it's a really long name, band name and album name. And yeah, you can see this guy, it's mostly a solo project with guest musicians. And this guy is a bit in the occult, you can see maybe from the cover. And this album is produced by Peter Hook, I hope I said it right, from New Order. He also plays the bass, I think, here on the album. And yeah, this is really something special. For me, it's a fantastic album. one of my favorite 80s albums, I would say. And music has a large variety of sounds, from new wave to synth pop to dark to danceable, everything, and really every song is at least very good. The most are great songs. And yeah, some songs, as I say, it's a bit occult album. It has some a bit, how you say, scary things in the background on 2 songs, especially on side A, Dark and Light, and Radio Egypt. Discipline, first song on side 2 is then more a dance and more happy song. So really Warriors, really, really interesting, great stuff. So next one, some people will know this band, Suicide. It's Alan Vega and Martin Rev. You see, this is Alan Vega and this is Martin Rev. Martin Rev is still alive. Alan Vega died, I think, 10 years ago. And yeah, this is, yeah, they do a unique sound, I have to say, yeah. This album is produced by Rick Ocasek, you know, from the Cars, the pretty guy from the Cars. And it's, yeah, it's electronic music. Martin Rev, his music is his thing. Alan Vega is more just a singer. And they got some documentary where they talking about their history and how they make music, and this is really interesting. They got a really interesting story if you want to check out on YouTube. Great documentary, and it's mostly they record the music. Martin Rev has some melodies on his electric stuff and play it to Alan Vega, and they listen together, and then they say, ah, that's good, ah, no, that's not good, ah, that's good, and that's we'll take, or that we won't take. And so this, so they do their songs. And yeah, what can I say? They play in their own league. Yeah, this music is really, yeah, unique with this electronic and Alan Vega's 50s singing style, I would say. But really, really enjoyable. They got 2 famous fans. One is Henry Rollins from Rollins Band. And what I didn't expect, what was a real surprise for me, is that their biggest fan is probably Bruce Springsteen. Yeah, wouldn't guess it, because the music is something totally different that Bruce Springsteen, the boss, is doing. But really, really great, unique. And the last one, Venus in Furs, Real Moral Fibre. This is the guy who is behind all that. He has a, how you say, an artist name is Times. I don't know, I forgot what his real name is. Yeah, you see, this for my dad, this from his collection. I took, you see, is a bit mold. Yeah, what can I say? And the music, yeah, there's also everything on it. New wave, pop, even some ambient. Really nice and really enjoyable mixture of music. And yeah, what can I say? That's it. I don't want to make it too long this time. And yeah, I hope you listen to the albums. I hope you enjoyed the video. Okay, wish you all the best. Maybe we'll see you again, maybe not. I don't know.